Yeah, welcome Grenada, Carrico, Piedmont, and the rest of the world. We want to officially welcome you to another Mikey Live program. Mikey Hutchinson, folks. It is my pleasure, people. My pleasure to welcome you to another program, all right? This is where it all happens. This is where it all happens, people. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. I want to welcome all the people on Facebook, all the people on YouTube, all the people on WPG10, channels 10 and 11, channel 10 standard definition and channel 11 high definition. You guys have no idea, boy. So many things happening in the market, so many things happening out there. So we make it our duty to tell you what it is. We do not have a horse in the race, and so we give you news undiluted, unbiased, uninfluenced, raw. That's where it all happens, people. So the first order of business tonight is to encourage you to share the business. It's to encourage you to share the program. You see, because when you share the program, other people gets to see what's happening here. When you share the program, other people gets to know that the program has started. Folks, the beautiful design that you're looking at was done by Creative Do It Best. We shop there on the weekend. It was nice to go shopping at the weekend and things like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, so big up to the people at Creative and thing now. So anyway, it's time to tell you some news in Ole Lili Lolo. Now, we would like to let you know some of the things that's making headlines. Well, Grenada wasn't able to defend its title in the Winlot cricket tournament. We lost to host country, St. Lucia, but a small thing. Digicel live the experience. They had a little journey around the island and thing now. We're gonna talk about that. The Rotaract Club of Grenada, they delivered pillows and thing, you know, nice to the thing for people and thing now. Yeah, charity work. Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, very concerned about the fire. We go tell all of you about the Perseverance fire we break there last night. Fire in the place, people. In fact, we were told that the fire is still burning. Now, you know, when Perseverance light up, place mash up, it'll go on for years and thing, and I ain't even making it up. But this is not exactly the dump site. It's a temporary site that was used for emergencies and stuff, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. Right? No confidence motion in St. Lucia, people. We will talk about that, and that's against the Prime Minister there. Police kills three in Trinidad, boy, and people in mine. Our headline story tonight deals with vendors of the St. George's Market and their plight, plying their trade. We go tell all about that. We heard from several market vendors today. Call Mikey, come. We'll talk about that. You know what I mean? And then a police officer, people, sentenced to 15 years in jail for rape. We go talk about that too. So take all the time. You know what I mean? We want to say thank you to Digicel. How are we looking? We want to say thank you to Digicel. It's been a rough patch. Our service provider people, Digicel has finally sorted out the business. They did say it was going to get worse before it get better, and it fixed now. So all the people on YouTube and everybody everywhere else are able to view us. We work with them, you know. We cry over it, but we work. So we want to say thank you again to Donnell and to Jennifer and to all the others who were instrumental in making sure that we got things settled down. It is now settled down, so we're ready. We're cooking with gas. So people, get all the drink and all the popcorn and thing, because the real news in Ole Lili Lolo, when you hear we come back. Now, the news headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean and Colombian Emeralds International and WPG10.
Visit Duty Free Caribbean for all your gift ideas. Duty Free Caribbean offers to you colognes, perfumes, handbags, and much more from top brands you know and love. Duty Free Caribbean. Own the experience this Christmas.
Masqueraders presents the Johnny Walker Black Face Off 13. Friday, December 21st, the Spice Basket comes alive from 10 p.m. Get your masks on entry. Early bird general tickets $50, regular tickets $60, and early bird VIP premium all-inclusive $250. Regular price $300. Shuttle service from the Melville Street Bus Terminal. Dress code elegant. You must wear black. From Trinidad and Tobago, Patrice Roberts. Team Chaos featuring Naldo and DJ Quinn. Also, Grenada's Finest featuring Wasway. Flash. Vaughn. Your DJs, High School, DJ Danny, and Kevlatone International. Tickets available at Grenadian Optical Town and Spiceland Mall, Heather's Boutique, Hankey's Computer, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Grenada to Go at Maurice Bishop International Airport, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and Go to Fed. This event is sponsored by Johnny Walker Black, Smirnoff Vodka, Stag, A Man's Bear, Mount Gay Rum, Campari, True Blue Bay Boutique Resort, Leslie Shipping Agency, Grenada to Go, Specialized Automotive, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Video Moments, Waggy T Rental and Sound Company, We FM Radio, Hankey's Computer, Go to Fed, and On the Spot Hardware. The biggest event to touch down this December in Grenada. True Masqueraders presents Face Off 13. You must wear black.
Experience convenient and affordable learning with online and blended higher education programs from the UWI Open Campus. Access our quality assured degrees, diplomas, and continuing and professional education programs at a pace designed to suit your lifestyle. Ask about our prior learning assessment, which credits previous learning experience and fast tracks the completion of your degree. Own your future. Apply today. For more information, visit www.open.uwi.edu. The UWI Open Campus, opening doors to life-changing learning.
It's 8 deals of Christmas at Courts, December 17th to 24th. Enjoy huge savings each and every day. Shop at Courts for the lowest prices, widest range, and last-minute gift ideas. Plus, shop from the Courts Christmas wish list at the main branch from 4 to 6 p.m. daily for products starting at just $50. 8 deals of Christmas. Get what you need this season. Only at Courts. Courts, bringing value home.
Audio Jungle.
It is often referred to as the biggest night of the year, Old Year's Night. And this year, we head to Spice Basket for a night of melody. As Island Productions presents, straight out of Trinidad, the melodic Baron. Baron, alongside Grenada's very own Shopri. Shopri. One night, 2 artists, 2 bands, one great occasion. Melody. Get your limited $60 tickets now from Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Excel Plaza and Spiceland Mall, Gittins Pharmacy, Grandans, St. George's and Grenville, Grenadian Optical, Grandans and St. George's, Duty-Free Caribbean, Esplanade Mall, Maryland Shop, Bellevue, Licks and Bites and Kelly's Hotspot, St. John, Shai's Bar and Pierre's Barber Shop, St. Mark, the Big Line Bar, St. Patrick, Maxie's Bar, St. Andrew, Buy Smart Supermarket, the St. David's Pharmacy, SOG Food, St. David, the event that celebrates the old and kicks off the new year with melody. Baron.
All right, thank you very much. And of course, folks, we are ready to tell you about the things that are happening here in Grenada. Thank you for staying with us. Now, people, the first thing that we have to tell you about was the Inland Revenue. Again, we have another message from them. What are we going to do? The Inland Revenue Division wishes to notify all registered accountants, auditors, engineers, architects, real estate agents, and other professionals, together with liquor dealers, also refreshment house operators, of your legal obligations with respect to the payment of license under the License Act Cap 172. All required persons are obligated to pay your annual license fee on or before the 7th of January 2019. So they say time coming. Now, license holders who are not up to date with their license fees are kindly asked to contact or come in at the Inland Revenue Division and speak to a collections officer to make the necessary arrangements to regularize your status before January 7, 2019. They said, please be guided accordingly. And now, last night, we told you that the online platform is down and they're doing some upgrades and so on. So persons who thought that they could have done that transactions and stuff like that online, did not know. Come into the office and they say you're still obligated to meeting your regular deadlines and stuff like that. So they'll say, oh, well, I come and or I check online and they didn't walk in and then gonna be that go fly. All right, no. The next story we have to tell all you about, boy, Digicel Grenada pulled out all the stops they say last weekend as it continues to engage and educate customers on the super fast LTE network. Now they say that the weekend started with a one-on-one lunch with members of the media and Digicel senior management team. It was led by CEO Siobhan Redhead. And Siobhan, Miss Redhead, along with the Chief Technical Officer, Chris Olivier, they briefed the media on the LTE network upgrades and Digicel's continued investment in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. They also gave customers free video streaming for a day and all kind of business and thing. You understand? They did say that they were doing the upgrade and of course customers were going to be affected and so forth. So we go through all that. Even we here on the program, we were affected. You understand? And now I can testify, people, with a little bias, of course, because so. But yes, that the thing working. Right now, tonight, we cooking with gas. I tell all you. What's quality in all the lily lolo you're telling me? So we fix up. Alright, so no play ting, alright? We're moving on. How we looking for time? Alright, all you. The next thing we want to tell you still have people on me scream? Yes, you have people on me scream. Thank you very much. Nobody do they and they scream again. So earlier, the next thing that we have to tell you, the program is about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. So we're still telling all you about the good. Alright? And the next good that we have to tell all you about, boy, is that the Rotaract Club. Yeah, son. See what's going on there? They say that 3 elderly homes benefited from Christmas contributions made by the Rotaract Club of Grenada. No, they did the thing on Saturday. No lie, on Sunday. They say that they were all energetic and they go on them buses and things and they go and organize them people with pillows and things. Christmas chair to the Richmond home in Richmond Hill, the Hillsview home in Guave, and the Hilarion home in St. Patrick. You understand? It was a day dedicated to share 500 chairs and pillows of love to the residents of the various homes. 2 projects of the club completed on the same day. 500 chairs for Christmas was designed to provide support to the homes by donating items with a value of over $500. This project, okay, so we're getting it right now, right? Now, this project was extremely significant to the club, they say, since based on the results from the needs assessment completed, it was clear that most homes were in dire need of supplies. Thus, the club endeavored to find alignment with its donations, and they say that they found what the needs of the homes were and they organized because they wanted to make it a comfortable environment for the people at the home, the residents. You understand? So we get it right? They say at the end of the both projects, over $2,500 worth of donations were presented. You understand? And they're saying too that 129 residents were directly impacted. So give them a clap. Although don't clapping, man, clap the man. What it is, boy? You know one thing nice, you have to talk about it, Jed. Good. So that's the good. Let's talk about the bad. We lose, we not. Cricket tournament, Grenada versus St. Lucia in the finals. We lose the business. Lost by 7 wickets to the host country, St. Lucia. But that small thing. That small thing. Them small men and they mash up the place, which is good. Them small men prove that they're bad people. You understand? Them small men show that they could. Listen, man. Just big up them small men who played for Grenada, who represented Grenada, and it's not always about winning, but it's about participating. You understand? It's about participating. We participate, we match up the place, we don't come first, but a small thing. We were in the finals. Take all the time with us. We are moving on. Last night, fire in the place, boy. Fire. Perseverance, people. Perseverance.
Look at this shit.
You boy, I respect. People, so that was it. Just around 10 o'clock last night, people. Fire in the place, boy. Perseverance. I'm letting you sitting, telling me. So then we heard from the authority on the matter. You understand? We heard from the authority on the matter because they're saying that it's a serious one, boy. Ah. You don't see fire, boy? Ah, well, I never see that yet. Perseverance around 10 or so last night. You understand? So then by daybreak, we saw officials there and they were trying to out the fire. Now the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, in collaboration with the Royal Grenada Police Force, they are saying they are trying to determine the cause of the fire at Perseverance Emergency Waste Facility. It is believed to have started just around 10 o'clock last night. You understand? The fire, which engulfed a stack of tires at the facility, continues to blaze, the authority says through a press release. But it is contained to an area designated for the temporary storage of tires. Now in this press release, they say while the authority is concerned for the possible health implications the fire can have on the residents in the immediate vicinity of the area, it is equally concerned about the hazardous effects it can have on commuters, seafarers, and workers in the area. They say in this light, the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority is encouraging all motorists traveling along the Western Main Road in the vicinity of the Perseverance landfill to exercise extreme caution when approaching and driving past that area, as dense smoke and ash from the burning heap may reduce visibility from time to time and can result in accidents. You understand? Now, while the authority continues, they say, to make every effort to extinguish the blaze, it extends its sincerest apologies to all residents in the neighboring communities, pedestrians and commuters who continue to be affected by the dense smoke, and they wish to assure all that efforts are being extensified with a view to having the fire extinguished at the earliest possible time. Now that comes from the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority. So they are treating this as a serious matter, people. You understand? Because we know that when it's burning in that area, it's real fire, Hamlet. Hamlet, them things don't stay for long, Jed. You understand? Them things don't burn for years. And they are saying that well, no, they don't usually burn stuff there. No, in fact, they don't burn stuff in the area unless it's an accident. You understand? No star. But it's an area they just use. You understand? Big up Esther. Don't worry about the quality digital we work in. You know what I mean? LTE now lily lolo. Don't come and talk about how the quality nice so. We told all you we coming with it. What it is? All in here. We told all you we were coming with it. You wasn't here. Oh, how the quality sweet so. This is selling all the lily lolo. Next story in all the lily lolo now. I had to be kind of biased, you know, and when I biased, I had to say it to be upfront, you know. Let me company. Earlier, Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation, they host a series of service quality delivery trainings, and they say they have made significant progress in small hotels program. According to a press release, the government of Grenada has made significant progress in implementing the small hotels program announced earlier this year. Now, through the Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation and the Grenada Tourism Authority, 3 batches of training have been completed in the customer service excellence for frontline staff and supervisory management. They say that the program is designed to provide skills and techniques to strengthen the service quality delivery in the tourism industry. And it says a lot, in which we will share with you on our website at the end of the program. How are we looking for time? People, the next thing I want to tell all the boys that police officer get yourself in real trouble, boy. It's Anderson. Real trouble, people. Police Constable Anderson Williams. He was sentenced to 15 years and 6 months. Alright, behind bars. Now the sentencing was on Monday by Justice Paula Guilford after a 9-member jury panel recently ruled in favor of the state, you know, on a charge of rape against the officer. You understand? Now, according to reports, he's the father of 3 children. You know? Now, you guys would remember, for those of you who were following the story, that back in August of 2013, he was arrested after a young woman filed a complaint against him, accusing him of raping her when she visited his home. You understand? Now, according to the reports, the young lady reported that she went to Williams's house to collect something that was on his request. He said, you know, like he has something for her. You know? And she claimed that while he was there, he forced himself on her and so. And she begged him to stop, but he didn't. You know, the police was subsequently reported, the matter was subsequently reported to the police, and he was arrested, charged, brought to court. Case took a couple years, and here we are today, sentenced to 15 years and 6 months behind bars. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, so earlier, yeah, boy. So, anyway, let me lead our talk there. You know what I mean? Can we move on? Earlier, vendors in the market in town, they are complaining that since they were moved by the police from the streets of St. George, life have become really difficult for them. They called on to us today to say, listen, the situation is now unbearable. They talked about no accommodation properly, no proper accommodation for them if it rains, even in the sun, no proper shelter. Since they were moved, nothing was really done to accommodate them. So they here, there, and almost everywhere to make a $5. They say that they have to pay every day to use the facility, and nobody is listening to their plights. From no lights after when here get dark, they can't sell nothing, they have to pack up and roll. Yeah? To deplorable conditions in bathroom and toilet facilities. They say it's hard. You understand? So the next clip is twofold. We ask them, what are your concerns? And secondly, how is the season going for you so far? In terms of you making any revenue, what are you seeing and so? And folks, very interesting responses from the market vendors.
Tell me, what is your concern today?
My concern, we have three children to send to school and we want to sell. And we have to pay bills and we send children to school and we have to get food for them. So anywhere we sit down, stand up selling, the person who can stay on the street, we have to go in the market, come in the market. When you come in the market here, it don't have no space. It don't have no space for us. The light and them don't work in properly. We have to send the doctor. Now we make a walk outside there, they only back us here. We can't stay here. We are trying to send to school. We have bills to pay.
Okay, so how is Christmas sales going for you so far?
It's Christmas. I can't look at Christmas this year, you know. You don't have no Christmas. Have none.
Well, we concerned better facilities in the market if they want us to stay in the market, because look, I bought this umbrella the 23rd of November and we fix it Saturday. You understand? And if we don't have an umbrella, sun killing us, especially those of us suffering from migraine headache. No, the bathroom facilities, that don't nice, especially for ladies. We just have to go over Kentucky or by the bus terminal. You understand? And we used to make a little money on the street. Now we don't make any. I just come here sometimes 5 times a week and I don't make $1. And every day they come in and pick up $1 here. And I personally am not paying it because I have to be selling to pay tax or whatsoever they're picking up. You understand? And I have bills to pay and my son going to college. And I have myself and my fiancé. So it's rough. If that's look left police, you turn right is police. All you turn is police. It's only police. Police is vending now. Police vending. I come from New York. I is a vibrant person. I always come in and hustle. But this time I ain't had the spirit. Place locked down. Maybe by Friday, Thursday when people get their money, if they get it, we go see what's going on. But right now, you don't want no Christmas. You don't want nothing, Mikey. Thing there. That's all I have to say for now.
Shalan, how are things going for the Christmas?
The place locked down.
When you say the place is locked down, what do you mean?
People are spending the money because they're not getting the things that they want to come out and shop. So the place locked down. I guess as much maybe as a lot of people's salary was deducted, that could be a problem. Why they're not coming out and shop as we want them to. We can't expect to take teachers' money. Because when poor people don't have no money, the poor man ain't getting nothing. The rich man don't come and support the poor man. It's only the poor man come and support the poor man, so the place locked down.
Okay. So you have had better Christmas season so far?
Yeah. And then with we not out there hustling on the street as we should, that make it even worse. Because when the people could come and just grab something and run, the place must be better. Even the stores complaining that they ain't seeing the people as they want them to. Because a lot of people might have something and then have no way to come and sell it, so they might just stay back there and afraid to come out and make the hustle. The hustle is out there on the street.
My concern is that as a market vendor and for other vendors are speaking on their behalf, I think what the higher authority need to do is come and make sure things are there in proper place, because we out here vending in the sun and in the rain. And sometimes you're there outside here, you have no shelter. Mikey, as a vendor, I have my kids to send to school as well. And I have bills to pay, but I still try and come. Here at times I have suffering from migraine because of the heat of the sun outside here. Then another concern is that they keep saying, not they, the police officers keep saying that the orders they get came from higher authorities. Some saying is Dr. Keith Mitchell and them, some saying is Peter David. We don't know how true it is. No, most people you're there out here in the market and you cannot get sales. You may leave and go out on the street, but then at the same time, even if you stand up with something in your hand, they're still chasing you. And then you have to try to make ends meet. I mean, I understand how you feel for some vendors who come in the market and they don't sell nothing for the day, and I know how hard it is because everybody have a demand to meet at the end of the month. So what I need the higher authority to do is to come out to the public, see what is going on and see what they could do for people out here. I mean, Christmas time, it's like right now you're there on lockdown because you don't have no freedom to be out in the street, whereas you could sell something in your hand. Now they put you here to sell in the market. The lights is not working. There's only one street light that is a little way behind me. And then for you to stay here up to 7 in the night, you would actually look to pack up and go home because you don't have a light. If you cannot provide a light for yourself, I guess they do business because they don't show you no concern. I speak several times to the commissioner of police and to the police and them that has stripe, and they're saying they would talk to whoever in higher office to let them know what is going on. And for the longest time, since we come in the market here and sell, nobody is not coming out to hear how things is going with us or to see the condition we're in. And we need to hear from them and we need their support, not because we are vendors, but we all are one people. At least they sit down in the office and they get a salary every month, which they don't must do nothing. But we outside here, we scrunch for every penny we have just to make sure we children have food to eat, a roof over our head, and our bills are paid on time. They need to do something about it.
Okay, all right. How's the Christmas sale going?
Well, to be honest, it's slow. Over here at the market, it's really slow because most people would go out to the front. And if you're getting stuff from the front, it don't make sense you come into the back. It's like you have to sit down maybe for the whole day to really make something, but you know you just have to have faith in yourself that whatever it is, you go pull through. But if you, by the grace of God, you have to do what you have to do. I doing it, so others have to do it, but I know how it feels for some of them who don't make it nothing for the Christmas.
Thank you very much for that. While there, we also saw Pastor Vonnie James, and we spoke to him as well to ask him what is his impression of the whole Christmas celebrations and the vibe before Christmas.
Well, the Christmas spirit is coming on slowly. I'm not necessarily into Christmas as a big thing, but I'm noticing that the streets are getting crowded, a lot of things on the road, vehicles are involved, which is an indication that there are some economic activities that are happening. For me personally and our family, we're not big celebrators of Christmas, but as time draws closer, we will ensure that we enjoy part of the season. But there is definitely economic activities on, and you could see it with the streets, how the streets are being crowded, and how traffic, there is this tendency for traffic jam, which means that people are driving to and fro, and activities are happening. So definitely, it's something, it's on good, and hoping that it will get better as time goes on.
All right, thank you very much, sir. And our timekeeper has said that we are running out of time, so we are going to continue with the program. Thank you. And so you had an idea to hear of the concerns of some of the people, all right, the vendors in the market. Speaking about the whole Christmas vibe, we want to introduce you to this. This is a house in St. Mark, Victoria St. Mark. We were told that this gentleman does this to his house religiously every year. Now, this house was posted on social media last evening and it has gone viral. People, the house has gone viral. People are loving this display. It's not the biggest house ever. However, they have done such a wonderful house, job with this house. My father tell me that man will do that. I say, a man can do that. He must have help. You know, no, that one, on a serious note, it was a fantastic job, people. So while you're on the program, I'm sure the person who did this at some point in time today or tomorrow will see this live. So all give him a clap now, man. Give them a clap. You understand? Show them the appreciation because it's for you, not just for them. At the end of the day, them are the light bill, but they make it beautiful for you. So that you can get yourself into the spirit of the season. You know? And this program is about interaction and appreciation. We talk about the good, we spoke about the bad, now we're speaking about the Mikey. And the Mikey is all about talking about the things that we appreciate. We appreciate this display partners. We appreciate that. You understand? Yo, that Jed in a good way. So keep doing what you do. And when they have the best display competition, you have to win twice. You understand? So good job, and thank you, Koto, for the video. Yeah, boy, that one get you. What you find, Hamlet? That one get you, boy. You're telling me. So partners, job well done. Oh yeah, the next story that we have to tell all you about, boy. Police now. Police kill people. Three. Police have killed 3 men in the forest in Arima, Trinidad. Now one of the dead men have been identified as murder accused escapee Teddy Singh. You understand? He was missing, I think, since was May, you know. He running, you know, but they catch up with them. They say at around 11 a.m. police got information about his location. And they took a task force and they went up to the area. They found 3 men there. Police say that the men began shooting at them and they fired in defense. And all 3 men died at the scene. Yeah? They say that, I saw another news article that said people not complaining about that, so I don't know. They say people just accept it. Yeah, kill them, you know, it's like that. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying. That's what the news is saying. You understand? But anyway, that's how bad things get, boy. They are approaching 600 right now. They are approaching 600 in terms of homicides. I ain't making it up for Trinidad. You understand? Yeah. The Prime Minister, boy, in St. Lucia, Olia, there's a no confidence motion against him, but the idea of it, if I would say, you know, but so far, no date has been given when they would proceed with that. But that's news that is coming out of St. Lucia. You understand? Not dreading. I want to hear whether he feels or not. You just don't want to be the Prime Minister that people are talking about with regards to a no confidence motion. But he needs people on his side in order to get this to go through. Let's go to St. Lucia.
Lucia's opposition, led by Philip J. Pierre, formally lodged their no-confidence notice on the clock of Parliament on November 21st. A date for the anticipated confidence debate, however, has eluded Pierre's opposition MPs, who control 6 out of the 17 seats in the House of Assembly.
It's part of our democratic process. It's something that is used all over the world, because you see, it's very difficult in the normal day-to-day thrust of Parliament to really deal with these issues, because you know the Speaker normally limits you, the government raises the rising point of order, they say, you know, so local confidence motion is a time when you can let it all loose based on how you feel, in that case how the National Party feels about the government of the Prime Minister.
Regionally, confidence votes in Parliament against a sitting Prime Minister have a low success rate, a fact not lost on Pierre. But is his intent behind the confidence vote on Prime Minister Alan Shashney to get him out of office, or is there yet an ulterior motive for the motion? In a sit-down with News Force on December 17th, Pierre showed his hand, claiming members on the government side are on the fence about Prime Minister Shashney's leadership.
As you know, in St. Lucia, many ministers have privately expressed their dissatisfaction with the Prime Minister.
It's private.
Privately they have. And the question is, we need the ministers to say they agree with the Prime Minister demolition of the abattoir. They agree with the country borrowing $500 million in one day. They agree with the National Trust subvention being zero. They agree for all that. We just need the ministers to get up and say, yes, I agree. Yes, I have put the Prime Minister first before St. Lucia.
House Speaker Andy Daniel, ahead of the December 11th House sitting, suggested there were what he referred to as infringements in Pierre's no-confidence motion.
And I don't think it is fair to him that he heard about infringements over the media and not from me directly.
So when shall he hear about it?
Oh, I am one not to waste time. So very, very shortly. But like I've said, I'm in discussion with him about that, and I expect that he will so correct the notice as indicated by me, and the notice will be up for debate in the shortest possible time.
That soonest possible timeline, as indicated by House Speaker Daniel for the confidence motion debate, is unlikely to be heard in 2018.
I did have a conversation with the House Speaker. In fact, he wrote me, and he said that there was some issues he wanted to get clarified on the confidence motion, and he was seeking legal advice. What that means, I do not know. But in fact, just a few days before, the court had ruled, the High Court had ruled that no confidence motions must be heard in Parliament.
An apparent wave of no confidence motions has swept Caribbean parliaments in 2018. The Prime Ministers behind ruling political administrations in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Kitts and Nevis, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana have been under fire from their opposition counterparts gunning for their ouster. Philip J. Pierre's leadership was put to the test in October at the St. Lucia Labour Party's annual Conference of Delegates. He was overwhelmingly retained, having secured 98% of ballots cast by more than 270 SLP delegates. For Pierre's confidence motion to succeed in the House of Assembly, he would need 3 MPs on the government side to vote in favor of Prime Minister Chasney's removal. Rihani Isidore, HTS News Force.
Sorry guys, we have a hot list for you. And let me tell you about the hot list. If your name is mentioned in this hot list, you are required to call 405-8227. Again, if your name is called in the hot list, you are required to call 405-8227. Don't call me, call 405-8227. Crystal Rodney of Granborough St. Andrew, please call the number. Omega Antoine Marley St. David's on Mundley St. George, please call the number. Misha Duncan, Douglaston St. John. Travis Noel, Grandlands or Lamode St. George. Joshua Wilson, Moncraven St. Patrick. Dean Brave Boy, Frequente St. George. Shakira McSween, Frequente St. George. Renisha Regis, Lamode or Molyneux St. George. Urban George Sharp, Tebaid St. David, Philip Batiste, Mardi Gras St. George, Dwayne Raj Jerome, Tempe St. George, Christopher Beggs, Felix Park St. Andrew, Kimberly Simon, Happy Hill St. George, Kenny Francis, St. Paul St. George, and Cyril McQueen, Corith St. David. You are asked to please call 405-8227 or anyone with information regarding the mentioned individuals, please ask them to call the number urgently. And that's your hit list for today. We are coming back, and when we do, guess what? We would have for you the national report. So hold on to your popcorn and Coke. We're coming back.
Listen to what you had to say and turn up the old rules, because losing what you paid for is just wrong. Now, lost data and talk are a thing of the past. Only Digicel gives you unlimited rollover data and talk. Just buy and renew your Quick Pick bundle before it expires and keep what's rightfully yours. Never lose what you don't use. Go to My Digicel app to bundle up and roll over today. Digicel.
Experience convenient and affordable learning with online and blended higher education programs from the UWI Open Campus. Access our quality assured degrees, diplomas, and continuing and professional education programs at a pace designed to suit your lifestyle. Ask about our prior learning assessment, which credits previous learning experience and fast tracks the completion of your degree. Own your future. Apply today. For more information, visit www.open.uwi.edu. The UWI Open Campus, opening doors to life-changing learning.
It's 8 deals of Christmas at Courts, December 17th to 24th. Enjoy huge savings each and every day. Shop at Courts for the lowest prices, widest range, and last-minute gift ideas. Plus, shop from the Courts Christmas wish list at the main branch from 4 to 6 p.m. daily for products starting at just $50. 8 deals of Christmas. Get what you need this season, only at Courts. Courts, bringing value home.
It is often referred to as the biggest night of the year, Old Year's Night. And this year, we head to Spice Basket for a night of melody.
Get ready.
As Island Productions presents straight out of Trinidad, the melodic Baron. Baron. Baron alongside Grenada's very own Shopri. Shopri. One night, 2 artists, 2 bands, 1 great occasion. Melody. Get your limited $60 tickets now from Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Excel Plaza and Spiceland Mall, Gittins Pharmacy, Grandans, St. George's and Granville, Grenadian Optical, Grandans and St. George's, Unified Caribbean, Esplanade Mall, Maryland Shop, Bellevue, Licks and Bites and Kelly's Hotspot, St. John, Shy's Bar and Pierre's Barber Shop, St. Mark, the Big Line Bar, St. Patrick, Maxie's Bar, St. Andrew, Buy Smart Supermarket, the St. David's Pharmacy, SOG Food, St. David, the event that celebrates the old and kicks off the new year with melody. Baron.
All right, folks, and what we have for you right now is the National Report.
Work progresses at a Chinese low-income housing project in St. Patrick. Details to this story and more coming up in the National Report. Welcome back with the details to the news for today, Tuesday, December 18th. I am Wendy Edmond. The first of 5 China Grenada low-income housing units in Phase 2 is nearing completion. The Ministry of Housing and the Chinese construction team held a roof capping ceremony on Tuesday to mark the start of work on the covering of the units. The housing units at the villa in St. Patrick and Corinth St. David are the only 2 under the second phase where construction has started. 7 structures have been erected on the once vacant land with 70 housing units. Housing Minister Delma Thomas is excited to hand over the keys to the residents once work is complete in 2019.
As impressive as this project is turning out to be, its greatest value will be the enhancement of the lives of our people. I'm personally impressed at the pace of construction. Because remember, they are not only working in St. Patrick's, we are working in 5 different sites, including Carriacou. I cannot wait to be back in a few months when it is all completed and when our people will receive their first keys. Our government is a government that delivers for its people, even sometimes against tough odds.
Parliamentary Representative for St. Patrick West, Anthony Boltzwin, is happy that St. Patrick, which has been deemed one of the poorest parishes, is among the first to bring housing relief to vulnerable families.
What is happening here will go a very long way
in satisfying that gap or bridging that gap between the demand for low-income housing and the availability of such housing stock. And therefore, once again, I want to place on record the appreciation of this government, of the efforts of you, Mr. Ambassador, your government and people for making this available to us.
Parliamentary Representative for St. Patrick East, Honorable Pamela Moses, highlighted the strength of the structures. She says the units can withstand disasters.
They are built to withstand weather. It is said so in the brochure that you just received, you know, to withstand hurricane winds. Now, you may not have been here to see the foundation, but a couple months ago, maybe about 6 months ago, my colleague and I, Mr. Boson and I, again, we visited the site during the foundation phase because time was going and we didn't see nothing rising up. So, you know, we came to see what was happening. Folks, I want to tell you, the work that went down into the ground is more than what is up there. This is not a joke. The foundation is so deep, it is so firm, that I believe another apartment should be down there. We have a solid foundation.
Units will also be constructed in Dumfries, Carriacou, Diamond, St. Mark, and Boseju, St. George. Airport officials are excited to put into full use in 2019 new X-ray machines installed at the Customs Department. That announcement was made by General Manager of the Morris Bishop International Airport, Mistress Wendy Franchett Williams. She says the new machine is part of the remodeling aspect of the overall expansion project, which rolled out in 2017. The $66 million concessional loan from the People's Republic of China includes the construction of a parallel taxiway, a bypass road, passenger terminals, a second apron for cargo, and an emergency center.
We've been able to do some relocations and remodeling. As you know, we just completed the remodeling of customs. So most likely by the beginning of 2019, we should see the machine which we bought for X-ray machine for customs in full service. It's in service right now. We actually was able to purchase it in collaboration with customs. So we had a shared cost there with customs, and we've been able to put it into service. But in full service, we have to actually do some remodeling in customs. We are almost there. So most likely by the first quarter of 2019, we should see some modifications within the customs area. We've been able to at least order 2 more escalators so that we could make the upper floor accessible to the airlines to board passengers at the upper level.
The MBI expansion project promises to boost the tourism sector and the country's ability to attract additional international flights. This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Merry Christmas from the Government Information Service, Channel 22.
Welcome back. Residents in the village of Telescope are the recipients of a newly refurbished Telescope Community Development and Business Rehabilitation Center. It is the 8th program of the Basic Needs Trust Fund, funded by the Government of Grenada and the Caribbean Development Bank at a cost of more than 600,000 EC dollars. The project also has a significant input from the St. Andrews Southeast Development Organization. Computer and skills training, workshops, business activities, and medical services are among the many services available at the center. Education Minister and MP for the St. Andrews Southeast, Honorable Emmeline Pear, is happy to deliver to the residents a facility that will assist in the development of the community and their livelihood.
We are going to be announcing the management team that is going to be responsible for the day-to-day operation of this facility. And then we also going to have the St. Andrew Southeast Development Organization continuing to provide oversight, not just to this project, but other projects in the constituency. So there is going to be the local team, and there's going to be the oversight team, which is going to be the St. Andrew Southeast Development Organization. And I want to say that I really look forward to this. It is not going to be a white elephant. I assure you that. It is not going to be a white elephant. As a matter of fact, Brother Britton would have already told you that work is taking place right now for the first training program that is going to be launched here. We already have some computers that is in Grenada right now, ready to be placed at this center, some 25 computers, and those would be used for training as well as assisting students with after-school programs. So there's a lot that is going to be happening in that facility. But most importantly, and I'm saying most importantly, based on the need and the request of the community, I have heard you about a medical facility. I have heard you about the fact that you have to go to Granborough or Paradise to see a doctor. And I want to give the assurance that I've already made arrangements with Ministry of Health. They've agreed to support. As a matter of fact, there's a retired nurse from this community, Nurse Banfield, who is also going to be engaged at this facility. And we are going to be providing medical support to the community, both through a nurse and a doctor, so people would not have to go further.
Minister Pear also spoke of some of the many challenges faced during the process.
When we came and we brought the team that looked at the facility, there was a lot of concern as to whether or not we had to break down everything or we could have worked with what was there, whether or not we had enough monies to complete the building. There were a lot of concerns. And so I would have spoken directly to the Prime Minister, ensuring that we get the support at the highest possible level, because I have to tell you that we had gone through the first battle, which was to get the facility itself. Because many of you may not know also that this facility was leased to a particular company. I believe it was about 50 years it was leased for. So there was no way under the then arrangement that we could have done this. I want to recognize the former Attorney General, Mr. Cadrington Hood, because he would have played a critical role in supporting us, facilitating all of the legal procedures that had to first take place before we could talk about doing anything.
Finally, in the news, there was no competition this year, but the Karakuparang Festival was held despite some challenges. This was done under the leadership of the Karaku Festival Board, a cabinet-appointed committee instituted since 2013 through the Ministry of Karaku and Piti Martinic Affairs. The board's role is to ensure the proper functioning and execution of the festivals on the island. President of the Karaku and Piti Martinic Festival Board, James Skylock Stafford, says it's important that the festival continues.
Our parang is our culture, but not only the parang, there are other aspects of the culture that has been dying in Carriacou. Now, this festival board is not a new board, but it's a board that a board that's been there for a while, but it has just been reactivated. And recently, we almost lost the parang this year. As some of you would remember that you might have been hearing the news that there will be no parang this year. Even on the front paper of the Informer, you would see no parang. So we had to move swiftly to try and save the parang. And that's one of the reasons that we are in this venue tonight, because we believe that if we had stayed in the tennis court and tried the normal competition and everything, the parang would have been damaged real bad.
And that's a wrap on the news for today, December 18th, 2018. On behalf of all of us in the newsroom, I am Wendy Edmond, thanking you for viewing.
All right, and thank you very much, Wendy, for sharing the news with us for tonight. All right, guys, we are already running out of time, so we have to go quickly. and tell you what the weather will be like. Look at the temperature as it continues to drop as we get closer and closer to Christmas. Now, the information comes from the Met Office. The weather report for this afternoon into tonight. Now, the weather is expected to be mostly fair, and as it gets later, increasing in cloudiness overnight with light rain. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas moderate, waves up to 6 feet in open waters. Tides are currently high and low. It's going to be high again at 1 a.m. Okay, and for the sun is expected to rise tomorrow at 6:22. So again, it's getting dark. It's getting dark early, and it is getting bright late. Okay, so sun is going to rise at 6:22 a.m. And that's the information that we have from the Met Office. Folks, that's as far as I can go for tonight. If Hamlet would permit me to just big up some people very quickly on the program. We're just going to do about 30 seconds of it because we know that we have exhausted all our time allotted for the program for tonight. So let's just quickly see who's on the program. I would not be able to mention everybody, but I hope that you guys would understand that. Sally Noel, big up you. Sally, I think Sally wanted me to, or Sally, or someone else wanted me to big up Sylvan McIntyre. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Sylvan. Rhonda, big up to you. Esther, big up to you. Nika, Shireen, Anne, Kirin. My mom is there. And everybody else. It's Spice Girl, Patsy, and Nika, and Doria. Well, I like the quality tonight. And here's what, tomorrow it's going to be even better. Yeah, because we wanted to make sure that we progress slowly in terms of increasing the quality. We don't want to jump from one stage to the next too quickly. All right, so it's going to be a gradual increase of our quality. Before you know it, you're touching your screen. You want to know if you look so real. You want to feel it. You know what I mean? When I go and say high five, you're supposed to be able to give me a high five. You understand? And it had to feel real. So that's what we're doing. All right, cool. And Wayne, George, Noreen, Ezran, my sister, Lintona, Tammy, Janika, Rachel, and everybody, and Cressilda, Irma. And if you don't have a badge, that's small thing. You'll get a thing, that's small thing. All right. Who else? So that's it. Noreen and everybody else, man. I'll big up all yourself, right? Tomorrow we go have a nice program for Janika. Big up yourself too, all right? Trevelin, big up your whole self. So we're doing things. All right, God bless you guys, and we go touch base tomorrow, God's willing. That's all the time we have. And for the people watching on WPG10, we want to say thank you for so doing as well, all right? And we hope to have you join us tomorrow, God's willing. All right, guys, that's as far as we can go. Let's go with a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we all say, ja! No! Good night, everyone.